Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the continuing miracle of the last 100 years or so has been that we have beaten so many of the diseases that used to kill us. Many we have cured outright. Most of the rest we've learned how to manage. So it is that now almost everyone is touched or will know loved ones who are touched by cancer in their lifetimes. Now, not all cancers are the same. Not all cancer patients have the same experience when fighting the same kind of cancer. There's really nothing fair about cancer. Take colorectal cancer, for instance. It is one of the most curable cancers, if I can use that word, if it's detected early, which is why this province actively promotes colorectal cancer screening for people over 50. If you haven't been screened, talk to your doctor about getting screened. But when colon cancer is not caught in time, it can be deadly. It kills close to 600 Albertans a year. There is a relatively new and promising treatment called Avastin, approved by Health Canada some 3.5–4 years ago for use in the treatment of advanced colorectal cancer and recently some forms of breast cancer and lung cancer. Avastin works by cutting off the blood flow to tumors, slowing their growth and sometimes shrinking them to the point where a previously inoperable tumor can be removed surgically, or sometimes to the point where they disappear altogether. Like I said, it doesn't work equally well for every patient because there's nothing fair about cancer. My message today, however, is about bringing fairness to cancer treatment. An advanced colorectal cancer patient in British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and several other provinces will receive Avastin for free because it's covered by those provinces' drug plans. The same patient in Alberta will pay $2,000 every other week because in this province, Avastin is not covered. Some of my guests in the gallery today have responded very, very well to this drug. The husband of one of my guests has had 7 treatments, cost him $14,000 to get the Avastin to get the tumors to the stage where they can be operated on, and shortly he will undergo surgery for that. For others, the bill can be thousands and thousands of dollars higher. It causes people to burn through their life savings, lose their homes, cash in their RSPs. That's the most unfair thing of all. Mr. Speaker, someone in the fight of their lives, the fight for their lives, should not have to worry about financial ruin for their families. It is time Alberta funded Avastin. Thank you.
The honourable member for Green Valley Calmar.
Mr. Speaker, my questions today are to the Minister of Health and Wellness. On November 25th of last year, when I asked the Minister to consider funding the cancer drug Avastin, the Minister indicated the drug's status at that time. That is that a couple of years earlier, the appropriate committee of physicians had reviewed Avastin and concluded that it should not be covered under the drug plan. However, since then, Avastin has gone through all but the final step of the reconsideration process, and it is my understanding that the Minister now has on his desk, or will have in a few days, a recommendation to fund Avastin. My question is, will the Minister agree to fund Avastin?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, a little bit of history. Avastin was first introduced to the marketplace in 2005, and at that time the Alberta Cancer Board's Pharmacy and Therapeutics Committee considered whether it should be on the drug benefit list or not. It did not recommend inclusion on the drug benefit list. But during the ensuing couple of years, Avastin has been prescribed by physicians in a number of instances. Last November, as the member raises, I did promise to have the committee reevaluate, in light of the new evidence, whether we should be considering it. The committee did recommend in January of this year to the Alberta Health Services Board that they consider the recommendation. And I can say, Mr. Speaker, that this morning I received a letter from the Alberta Health Services Board recommending that they fund the drug, and as of April 1, with the new budget year, Avastin will be added to the drug benefit.
The honourable member.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of my guests in the gallery and many other Albertans, I wish to thank the Minister, and I have no further questions.
The honourable